Hello, horse racing fans. It's Mark with ehere getting ready for the third leg of the 2025 Triple Crown Series, the Belmont Stakes, which is the 157th edition on Saturday, June the 7th, and it will be at Saratoga for the second consecutive year while the renovations are going on at Belmont Park. What we're going to do here today is we're going to take a look at the graded stake races on Saturday's card. It's a great racing card. There's 8 graded stake races. 5 of them are grade 1s, 1 grade 2, and 2 grade 3s. So we're going to take a look at recent history of each of these stakes races, see how the favorites had done, what the prices were, the average prices, and kind of use it to help us put together our pick 4s and pick 5 wagers. There's actually on the card, there's 6 pick 5s and 5 pick 4s. These are great wagering opportunities. So we want to see on some of these graded stake races, maybe we can just single or just use two of the favorites in some of them to cut down the cost on our multi-race wagers. Of course, the Belmont Stakes is the big rematch between journalism and sovereignty. This is going to be should be a great showdown between these two. Of course, the Kentucky Derby won by sovereignty, was on a sloppy track, was able to reel in journalism in the final yards for the win. Journalism hung on for second and then went to the Preakness Stakes 2 weeks later and won the Preakness Stakes after being boxed in on the final turn and had to bully his way through a couple of other runners and was able to reel in the front runner that had a 5-length lead on him in the stretch, but he was able to do it somehow. I don't know how. But this is going to be a great showdown. Also, we're also with Baeza coming back, who ran third in the Kentucky Derby. So we're going to have the first, second, and third runners of the Kentucky Derby squaring off in the third leg of the Triple Crown Saturday at Saratoga in the Belmont Stakes. Should be a great, fantastic race. Anyways, let's move on here. It's our first grade 1 stakes race we're going to look at here is the Metropolitan Handicap. Here's 10 most recent years of winners and payouts in the Metropolitan. As you can see, a lot of favorites win this stakes race in the last 10 years. Looks like we've got 6 out of 6 favorites in the last 10 years have won it. So the average payout is a low $7.77. The average exacta, $2 exacta, $41. $2 trifecta at $241, and the dollar superfecta $1,064. So the Metropolitan Handicap actually looks like, we got to give a lot of consideration to the favorites here, without a doubt. So in our multi-race wagers, pick 4s, pick 5s, even the pick 3s, we're going to use favorites here. So probably use the top 2 favorites and maybe a medium range odds one just in case. To use 3 runners in our wager out of this stakes race. This is also a Breeders' Cup Challenge race, a winning you're in race, Breeders' Cup race. So and you look at the superfecta, the average superfecta is $1,064. But if you look at it a little bit closer, in the last 10 years, there was only 3 times that the dollar superfecta paid more than $600. And that was 2018, 2016, and 15. Otherwise, it's pretty low with the favorites coming in here. So it doesn't really look like a race that we betting the individual race where we want to give a lot of emphasis to long shots in here at all. But it's going to allow us to cut down our number of runners we use in our pick 4s and pick 5s. Next up, the grade 1 Manhattan. Now, the Manhattan here in the last 10 years What do we got? One, two, three. We got four favorites, winning favorites in the last 10 years. So this is a little bit better. The average win payoff, $19.69. Not bad. Um, the exact $2 exacta, $110. $2 trifecta, $663. Dollar superfecta, $2,858. So on our pick four, pick five wagers, we're going to use a favorite along with a long shot in here. So you can see where 2022, the winner paid $40. 2018, the winner paid $38. And in 2017, the winner paid $57. And 2015, paid $30. So we want to. It looks like we want to use at least one runner. It's going to be going off at about 15-1 odds. Excuse me, as well as the favorites. Now, last year it was the Euro Invader in the Charlie Appleby barn came over for the win. And there was actually a dead heat for third, so we had two trifecta prices and a superfecta price. So that knocked those prices down because of that dead heat. Chad Brown, he's done well in this race. So what did he win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the last 10 were won by Chad Brown. 2 were won by Graham Motion. Pletcher had one, and then Charlie Appleby. So we're definitely going to zero in on Chad Brown runners in this race to use in our pick fours and pick fives, and as well as a favorite. And this could very well be the favorite. And if there's a Graham Motion runner, we'll take a look at that as well. Jockeys that have won this, well, for Chad Brown, Irad's been winning. Flavin Pratt, Irad's got what? 1, 2, 3. He's got four wins in this stakes race in the last 10 years. So whatever Irad's on, use them in your pick four and pick fives and your pick threes as well. Next up in the grade one is the Jaipur 10-year history here. The average win price is $13.69. Looks like we have 5 favorites in the last 10 years. Last 2 years were favorites. So we got 5 favorites out of the last 7 years. And then earlier there, we had some long shot winners. We had a $23 winner, Casa Creed, in 2021. And 2016, we had a $39 winner, and 15 a $23 winner. So Christophe Clement, he's won this 3 times, 2 of them with a Disco Partner. Even though he's passed recently, there will be some runners out of his barn in the race this year as well. And looks like Irad rode 2 of those 3, and his brother Jose the other one. Irad won last year for Osmussen on Cogborn is a favorite. And Bill Mott, Casa Creed, winning back-to-back years. Our exacta, $2 exacta, average 164. $2 trifecta, 11.79, and a dollar super, 27.30. So on this on the Jaipur, we're definitely going to use a favorite in our multi-race wagers, and then we're going to look at a couple medium range horses. Looks like probably around 10, 12 to 1. Include one of those and take a look at what has been entered from the Christophe Clement barn as well. You know they're going to be well intended. Next up, the grade 1 Woody Stevens. 10-year history, average win price $15.60. So that's what we're looking at, like 7 to 1. 7 to 1 odds is an average over the last 10 years winning of it. Favorites have only won 3 of the 10 years. However, 2 of them were in the last 3 years. Average exacta 167. Average $2 trifecta 13.18, and a dollar super factor. Now we're talking a little bucks here at $5,800 on a dollar super factor. So it looks like we have a good chance of some long shots coming in here somewhere, either on the top and or the bottom of the superfecta here. If we take a look at his, see any of the trainers that have been hot in the last 10 years, we got Baffert. He's got two wins. Chad Brown's got 2 wins. And then a few other jocks that have done well here in the last 10 years. As far as jockeys go, we got looks like we got Jose winning 2 years, and his brother Irad winning 2 years. So they're always hot, especially in New York. Whatever amounts they got are automatic considerations. Joel Rosario won twice in the last 10 years. He won for Dallas Stewart, and he won for Timothy Keefe. So we're going to we'll use the favorite here, and then we're going to use a medium range odds, a medium range and a long shot. So we'll use like 3 runners in the field in our pick 4 and pick 5s out of here with a little mixture of favorites and long shots and medium range runners to cover the 3. Now we go to the grade 2 race, the Wonder Again. I think this is the first year it's on Belmont Day. Usually it's the day before. But anyways, our 10-year average payout on the Wonder Again, it's low payouts. The 10-year win average is $9.48, $2 exacta, $49, $2 trifecta, $200, and the dollar superfecta, $3.27. So favorites do well throughout the superfecta, and there's favorites and second favorite and third favorites. So we've got, at 948, so we're looking at about 4-1 odds as an average. So in addition to using a favorite has won 4 out of the last 10 years. So it's 40% win rate there. And then we'll use, we'll look and see who are our best horses in the 5-1, 8-1 range to use as well. And our hot trainers in this division, again, here we go. Chad Brown. He's won the last 3 years. And 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 10 years, Chad Brown has won the race. The Wonder Again. So are we using Chad Brown this year? Absolutely. And then what other trainers have been hot here? Pletcher's got back-to-back year wins in 21 and 20. So looks like Pletcher and Brown are going to be our main trainers in the stakes races. It has the best shot of winning a race. Again, looking at the average payouts across the board, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta, it's all favorites for the most part, with minor exceptions of a longer odds horse. But we're probably not going to be looking for anybody over, definitely not over 7-1 odds for this race. But key the Chad Brown and throw in a Todd Pletcher. Grade 3 stakes races, the True North. 10-year history, again, low. Average win, $8.67. Exact $2 exacta, $61.97. $2 trifecta, $185, and a $1 super, $3.54. As you can see, favorites winning a lot. So what do we got here in red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the last 10 years favorites. Last year was a long shot. We had a 9-1 winner out of the Mott barn. Baby Yoda, paying $20. So that helped with our payoffs there. But otherwise, 2016 was a 10-1 long shot winner. But really, we're looking at favorites here. So we'll use the 2 favorites and the best horse we can find that's in a range of 7-1. So our trainers, Bill Mott won the last 2 years. Kelly Breen won 2 years with Fire Reason Fire. Excuse me. Got Peter Miller, John Sadler from California. and Pletcher won 10 years ago. So, other than the Mott, looks to have some strength here. There really isn't any other trainers. It's won multiples, except for Kelly Breen with the same runner in 2 years there, favorite both times. So we're definitely playing the favorites here in our multi-race wagers in the pick fours and pick fives. The P9 Ridge Stakes. Last 10, this is a new one for Belmont Stakes Day again as well. It was previously, I believe, in previous years run on Friday. It might have been some years on Sunday. Favorites to do well on this one again, low prices. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the last 10 years favorites. And favorites been winning this stakes race 50% of the time. Average win payoff $6.96. Not much to write home about. $2 exacta $19.84. $2 trifecta $75. Dollar superfecta $2.19. So we're going to load up on favorites here in our multi-race wager. The long shots, it was Chad Brown had a long shot, or semi-long shot in 2019, paid $12.40. Year before was Jonathan Thomas and Catholic Boy paying $10.80. But these are favorites, second favorites. So we'll use the two favorites in here. Brown, of course, Chad Brown. He won 1, 2, 3 of the last 10, and Pletcher 2 times. And then last year we had the Euro Invader again, Charlie Appleby, winning as the favorite with Legend of Time. So we're looking for Pletcher, Brown, and if Charlie Appleby sends anything over in here. As far as the jockeys winning, taking it down, again, we got Irad winning 3 times. Rosario winning 3 times. Javi winning twice back-to-back years. So going to key in on them again this year. No reason to change to include in our pick fours and pick fives. And now we go to the Belmont Stakes, the big one. The big one. In the last 10 years, the average win payout is $14.75. Now, the favorite has won 5 of the last 10. 50% of the favorites in the last 10 years. Now, 2 of those, keep in mind, were Triple Crown winners. American Pharoah 2015, Justified 2018. So if we take them out, I mean, they were locks to win the race each of those years. And then in 2020, 'tis the law, that was the year of COVID. Everything was screwed up that year. Things ran out of sequence. The race was run at 1 mile and an eighth, not even 1.25 miles. It was run at 1 mile and an eighth at Belmont with no crowds and different timing. So we can throw that out as well. So if we throw out the Triple Crown winners and the COVID year, that takes 3 out. So we had favorites in 2 out of 8 years, or 2 out of 7 years. 2 out of 7 years, which is more respectable. But anyways, the average win payout in those 10 years is $14.75. The $2 exacta $96.95. $2 trifecta $8.26, and $1 superfecta $3,200. The last 2 years we've had long shots. Dornock, Arcangelo, paying $37.40 and $17.80. So, again, in our multi-race wagers, I mean, we know the favorites are going to be Journalism and Sovereignty, and everybody's going to be using Beza in here as well to upset those two. I guess the only other one I'd add to those 3 would be the Peter Pan winner, Hill Road, possibly as an upset. The other thing is we still have Heart of Honor, the Euro shipper who ran in the Preakness, skipped the Kentucky Derby. Was respectable in the Preakness, but that was his first race in the U.S. But nothing to write home about. Came in, ran 6th, I guess it was. But he's still an unknown, and you just don't know what he is really going to do if he is the caliber of journalism and sovereignty or not. But you got to put. I think you have to include him at least in one ticket somewhere, just in case, because unknowns are what grab you by the ass. And he is definitely an unknown for the U.S. racing. Um, but Jamie Osborne and his daughter riding Safi Osborne. But other than that, so we'll use a favorite, and then we're going to use a long shot and a medium range shot. We'll use three runners out of the Belmont Stakes field. Rodriguez, I think he for Bob Baffert in there. Having been scratched out of the Derby and not being able to make it to the Preakness and hasn't raced since the Santa Anita Derby, man, they're really asking a lot for him to win this. If he would have been in one of those races, had a race, yeah, I probably would use him as a potential upset going wire to wire. But missing all this race time, is not good. I don't see it happening. Here's a recap of the 10-year averages of the stakes races on Saturday, Belmont Stakes Day. You got the Belmont Stakes, average 1475 win price, the Metropolitan 777, the Jaipur 1369, Manhattan 1969, the Woody Stevens 1516, True North 867. So anything that's under $10 in average win price, we're going to be using the favorites, the three favorites or the two favorites in those. And the ones that are over $10, so we got 1, 2, 3, we got four of those stakes races. We're going to use a favorite along with some medium price shots in there in our multi-win tickets. Again, there is 5 pick 4s, and this graphic isn't quite right. There's actually 6 pick 5s, which is unbelievable. Have 6 pick 5s on a racing card. That's crazy. But there's going to be a lot of money put into these pools, these multi-race pools, and we want to be able to make sure we're participating and hopefully cash in on some nice tickets. On the Belmont Stakes, the two favorites, Sovereignty and Journalism, they're basically co-favorites. I don't think Sovereignty's going to win. Journalism could, but they also could get beat. I know, everybody says that. But I think the favorites will go down, and I think somebody will, either Beza or Hill Road, could step up and edge them out at the wire. But I think we're going to have some big surprises on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. The Belmont, we can go out to our website and you can sign up for our Belmont Stakes. We got it. If you just want our Belmont Stake picks, you can get those. And we provide you with our win, exacta, trifecta, superfecta. The Gold Cup Belmont Stakes is from last year. This year they changed it. This didn't get updated. So this year there's $5 special doubles. This year it's going to be the Metropolitan handicap in the Belmont Stakes and the Woody Stevens in the Belmont Stakes. And they'll be a part of our picks as well. We'll also make our full card picks available that you can get for only $10 more to get those. 14 race card selection. You get our top picks in all 14 races, our exactas, trifectas, superfectas, 13 daily doubles, 12 pick 3s. There's 5 pick 4s and 6 pick 5s. Or do I have that back? Yeah, 6 pick 5s and 5 pick 4s. 5 pick 4s, 6 pick 5s. And, of course, the pick 6. And it's only $10 more, $40 if you want our picks for all 14 races. But go out to our website, ehere and take a look around, and you can sign up for them out there. So far this year, our success is we've been okay. Our Kentucky Derby picks, we hit everything on the Kentucky Derby with our wagering strategy. We hit the $48 exacta, the $231 trifecta, and the $1,682 superfecta. So we cashed in for $1,961 on our Kentucky Derby picks. The Preakness Stakes picks, we cashed in on the exacta, but with the favorites winning, it didn't really pay a lot. Um, um, but the way we structured everything, we only cashed in on the exacta on that race. But we're looking to come back in the Belmont Stakes and hopefully have the same success we had in the Kentucky Derby this year. It's the showdown. I can't wait for it. I hope you can't wait either. And it should be an exciting race, and the upset is possible between these two. Journalism and sovereign, definite upset possibility. So tune in, Fox Sports. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll get some other videos out there in later today and tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Hope this helped you a little bit going over those graded stakes races on the average payouts, so you know how to zero in on which ones you want to use the favorites and which ones you want to use some more valued runners to hit those multi-race wagers. Good luck on Saturday.